or the truth, and you devote your life to them. And in the devotion to them, in that blind, loving, just adoration, you'll lose your sense of self, and there'll be the sense of allness. Yeah? So it's one of the basic forms of yoga. There's Bhakti Yoga, which is devotional. There's Raja Yoga, which is knowledge, meditating, and everything like that. And there's Karma Yoga, which is doing actions like service. Yeah? Like we do a lot of Karma Yoga in recovery. You do service to get relief from self. So there's three main drives in yoga. Bhakti, which is devotion, loving the teacher or whatever, God. There's the Raja Yoga, which is meditating, understanding, studying, contemplating. And then Karma Yoga, just going out there and helping people. Usually you would help the guru, so you'd work at his place. I did it in the 70s. We did landscaping. We clean every little bit of his rug. It's got really crazy. I didn't even like the guy. And we do that, perfect, put flowers on the walk when he'd arrive, and, we're doing like this. And it just didn't work for the Western mind, but it does work in the East, in India. So, the greatest Bhakti Yoga I ever performed was addiction. I was totally devoted to cocaine. I never loved anything more than coke in this life, ever, not even close. I was totally obsessed with it. I had surrendered everything to it. My health, everything I had, and everything you had, if I could get it from you. And I basically lived that life of devotion to drugs. Okay? And I did it perfectly. And you can't transcend this place through Bhakti Yoga. For me. It didn't work. Yes? Because there was still a sense of being a Paul that was doing it all. This solution came because I finally was introduced to the idea there is no long-lasting, independent, separate entity. And I found like I was trying to do all this activity to change the equation. This one was going back to the original primary number, U, and change that. And all of this work on this side of the equation didn't seem to get anywhere close to the result of looking back at the one, the primary number being Paul. When I saw I may not be that, I got the relief I was hoping to get from all that practicing. Yes. So that's why I share it, because it was just such a quicker method. It's no method at all. And I feel like that's the way to draw your attention. Instead of out from self, look at that. Yeah? And see the raw information. Seeing is seeing. And, it's the same thing. Seeing is happening. It's the same seeing that's happening now. Yeah? It seems to be going in different directions, but that's just in the appearance. But all there is seeing. Yeah? Always. And if that's activities going on where you seem to be, you have the ability to be what? Aware of it. You can sense that, hey, all there is seeing. And when that is entertained, your interest and attention to all that thinking about you and all the feeling about you and all the stories your mind publishes, all self-published about you, because you wouldn't sell this to any fucking body, really. People would find it boring as hell if it's not about them. Yes? All of these stories, you see that the interest and attention is lost and the whole publishing gets cut off. Yes? The whole newsletters get stopped. The whole calling everyone up and telling you how you're not doing gets dismissed. All this production advertising gets closed down and your interest and attention goes somewhere else. I don't know where it'll go for you. You'll find out. That's the fun. You'll see, hey, somehow a flower can suck all your attention in because you have an infinite reserve of it. It's not a burden to you to look at that flower. There's no you, so there's just looking. And the birds come and watch, and you just get totally engaged because there's no you that should be doing something else. So I can't be wasting time looking at these birds. I've got to be looking at these thoughts about me. Got to get back to this porno theater. No, it's just the birds, and then attention goes somewhere else. Maybe you'll be of help to other people against your own will, really. You won't be planning on being of help. You'll just be thrown into that situation quite a lot. This is like being used in a glorious way. Yeah.
So there's no thinking, there's no selfing?
No, there's selfing, but your interest and attention is what enlivens it. Yeah? And then it starts running out juice because it lives off of your attention. Selfing is generated. It's a mental generated verb. And it needs attention and interest to fuel it. Once your interest and attention is removed, you'll have some of the old grooves still have some life, but a lot of the shit will just dissipate. Yeah, because it has no fuel. It has nothing to burn. It has no energy anymore. Self is defeating you by your own energy. By you believing it's about you, you're giving it the fuel for the fire that it's seemingly burning you with. You're a participant. You're like the arson of this whole fire because of your identification as it. Yeah? When that's seen to be true, your interest and attention is removed, then you start having immunity to thoughts when you didn't have immunity to thoughts before. What happened? You were trying to have immunity for years, haven't you been? Agendas is a form of immunity, another 3 movies at the house, so when I leave here, that's an immunity. Oh, I have a way of controlling my thoughts, or doing this or doing that. But now you have a real immunity to thoughts because you see them as thoughts, not yours. And they're fucking boring as hell if you see them as not about you. They really are. They're just cast out of memory all day. All day it's the same old, same old. You're taking the same template and putting it on the moment. Oh, I know. Okay? I know. I know. I know. I know. Instead of find out. Find out. Find out. Find out. No, I know. I know. Find out. No, I want to know. No, find out. I'll grab myself. Hold on. Yes?
I like the fact that the aspect of freedom in all of this, I find that when I stay present and aware, that there's a freedom. I don't want to become a shirk to my thoughts and my past and my future. I think when I first saw you, and you said it again today, that was something that's really resonated with me and helped me a lot, is that, say I have a doctor's appointment on Friday, and today's Monday. My time is very precious to me. It's my coin that I spend every day. I'm not going to fucking give up my whole week to worry about Friday. Why am I doing that? Why am I offering up all this energy to what's going to happen on Friday and waste some of that time and energy in between? That I don't do that anymore. And it's a remarkable freedom maker for me. And it allows me more time to serve or do whatever. It doesn't make any difference what it is. So the freedom aspect of all of this, when I listen to you, is probably one of the biggest thrills for me.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
And just what you were saying to James about, you're the instigator, you're lighting the matches to this flame. That's what it is. It's all energy, and it's such a waste of fucking time. And I really don't want to be a Sherpa to my own story.
Paying interest on a principle.
Yes.
Yes.
Doctor's appointment is a principle, and you're paying interest on
Yes,
it.
exactly.
That's right. Well, that's the thing. See, the mind, your thought system obviously gives more meaning to the past and future, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
It does. Today, this is just a time to think about the past and the future. Right? That's how it's seen.
Yeah.
Really.
But the freedom that comes with this it's delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking yeah. Definitely.
So
It's like having a bakery and only baking one muffin.
Yeah.
Or a piece of cod every day.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to talk about today? The same thing I've talked about for 19 years. Oh, okay. When are you going to change topic? Probably not. To me, I don't see any point of leaving here as a you. If you leave here as a you, go back, because everything will be cast as you're doing it, and that's the bondage to self.
Well, what I find about this too is the fact that when I listen to you, it's like holding a prism to the sun. So each time it may shed light a little bit differently.
Yeah.
The message is always the same.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's that way when you talk in terms of a lot of people talk about a lot of methodologies. So primarily what I wanted to say is thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. And thank you, because it's all participatory.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is how we can sing the joy of it. Because one thing I noticed, to add on to something, especially in recovery, is people